Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, menopause isn't just a woman's issue, especially in the workplace. Here to highlight the silent career barrier, along with actions that both employers and women can take, we welcome back executive coach and personal brand strategist, Dr. Carol Parker Walsh. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Does it cost businesses when their employees are going through menopause?
Oh, absolutely. It can cost up to, the studies have shown up to $26 billion in lost productivity and healthcare costs. And it has an impact on, you know, career trajectory, leadership development, for women to be able to excel in the workplace because they are struggling with the ability to really be successful in the organization. And so, you know, I love, you know, earlier when you said it is, while women do experience the symptoms, it's employers that are really paying for the price of that. In fact, there's 47 million women every year entering into perimenopause. And so it's a growing issue, and 17% of women have said they either are quitting or have quit because of their menopausal symptoms.
And what are the symptoms that they're experiencing that makes them want to quit? The fatigue that
it's fatigue, it's brain fog, it's obviously the hot flashes. So it you know, that really keeps them from being able to focus, to be able to like really steadily you know, focus on a project or things of that nature, to be present in meetings because, you know, there's so much things that are going on. And actually women, you know, of color experience it differently than white women. And so because you have differences in terms of the experience of it, you know, actually studies are showing that black women have more severe symptoms than others. So the impact on it is pretty, you know, strong in the workplace.
What are you saying then to employers? They need to talk about it, obviously.
Well, that's the thing, you know, so women's reproductive systems are not usually topics of conversation in the workplace, but we have to start getting comfortable talking about menopause. We have to get comfortable talking about, you know, even younger women who are experiencing symptoms during their menstrual cycle that are related to either endometriosis, I'm sorry.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, endo. Or fibroids or things of that nature that also impact their ability to show up or things of that. So we have to be able to have conversations, and women have to be comfortable talking about that that's the reason and the cause as well. And so many women think it's going to sidetrack their career if they talk about their women issue because most men obviously can't relate or understand, or they'll chalk it up to, you know, take some Tylenol and you'll be fine. But there are very serious consequences. In fact, studies have shown that even during postmenopause, that women are more prone to heart disease, to urinary tract infections. So it has a severe impact. Your DNA actually shifts through the menopausal cycle.
Oh, wow.
And so these are just like typical things that may go away, but they have lasting impact on our ability to show up and do our work well.
Should there be changes in the workplace?
Absolutely. I think, you know, what they should really think about doing is thinking about temperature control, climate control within the workplace, where they position the bathroom, how they can ergonomically create a situation so that, you know, women can be more supported, having flexible work schedules. So allowing women to work from home and not necessarily have to come into the office, and allowing that to be a legitimate reason why they need to make some adjustments within the workplace. And then education is key. Education is so key. I mean, a lot of the reason that, I mean, this is not a new issue. I mean, women have been dealing with these issues for centuries, but there needs to be some more education so we lower the amount of gender and age bias around these particular topics. It's why women don't talk about it, because we feel like it's just our issue we have to deal with.
Also, I think it speaks to our age, and maybe that could get us fired.
Exactly. So you're in that phase, so that's going to be problematic. I mean, I remember when I, you know, practiced as a labor and employment attorney for years, and dealing with just age discrimination cases, and I would hear the things that men would say around, well, not hiring someone because she's going to be at that time of life, or trying to move somebody out because they're going to be dealing with all these issues, or women, you know, whether or not they were ready to have a child or not have a child. And these type of sentiments are continuing to linger, you know, from those in the upper echelons of leadership. So while we've, since COVID, we've done more and more engagement around employee wellness and paying more attention to the mental and health and well-being of the individuals that are work there. And this is one of the aspects that when organizations are thinking about DEI efforts, they should also think about this, because ageism is almost the last bastion of DEI efforts that aren't being addressed. And so understanding and having conversations and educating people on gender and age bias related to menopause are going to be so important. So partnering with healthcare practitioners, partnering with people who can provide menopausal relief resources, having those available for women in the workplace shows that the employer is actually taking this seriously, and it's going to help their bottom line because, as I said, $26 billion annually across the board is impacting productivity because women are dealing with this issue that's not being addressed.
Fascinating. Dr. Carol Parker Walsh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.